So good afternoon, everyone. I told you related the points related to central bank. What do you mean by a central bank? Aparna, can you tell?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What do you mean by a
Ma'am,
central bank?
ma'am, it is apex body that controls, operates, regulates, and directs the entire banking and monetary structure of the
Structure of
country.
the country. Okay. Then, when the RBI was established in our country, Aditya, which year?
1935.
1935. Okay. Then I told you some functions related to RBI. On your videos, everyone, fast. Yes. I told you some functions related to RBI. The first function, what is the first function which I told you? Anila, can you tell? Anila? Oh, yes.
Yes.
The first function which I told you, function of RBI. Hmm? Aparna?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
authority of currency issue or bank of issue.
Authority of currency issue or bank of issue. Okay. Anila, yes. Okay, fine. Grishma, can you tell what do you mean by authority of currency issue or bank of issue? What is that? What do you mean by that? Grishma,
Yes, ma'am.
what do you mean by authority of currency or bank of issue?
The RBI, only the RBI has authority to issue currency.
Okay, but there are some specification related to the issuing of currency. What is that?
Coins and 1 rupee notes are issued by the government.
Yes, coins and 1 rupee notes are issued by the government and remaining all the notes are printed or issued by RBI. Okay. Now next point, next function, Anjo, next function. What is the second function? Banker to the government. Banker to the government means what now? Karthik?
The central bank receives and makes payments on behalf of the government.
Central bank receives and makes payments on the behalf of the government. Now, in that itself, I told there are three roles actually for the central bank: as a banker, as an agent, and as a financial advisor. Now, these three roles, Aishwarya, can you say?
As a banker, it maintains the current account for the government.
Yeah.
Then all the receipts and payments are done through this account.
Yes.
Gives loans and advances to the government for limited time period.
Limited time period. Okay. Now, as an agent,
They are responsible for managing the public debt.
public debt. Okay. Next, last.
Financial advisor, it advises the government on monetary measures.
Various measures, maybe to how to control the money supply, how what should be the rate of interest. All those things can be advised by the central bank. Okay. Next function, Amal Raj, do you know? I can't hear. Unmute. Sorry. Yeah. Yes. Tell now.
Ma'am,
What is
ma'am,
the last
bank,
function? Yeah. Amal, what is the last function? Last function in the sense third function. It is authority of currency issue, banker to the government, and the third function is what?
ma'am, banker, bank and supervisor.
Bankers, bank, and supervisor. Okay, so in that bankers bank, I explained a few points related to that. As a banker, it performs three roles, or it has three roles. What are those three roles? Aparna?
Ma'am, RBI act as a custodian of cash reserve.
Okay, it acts as a custodian of cash reserve. What do you mean by custodian of cash reserve, Hannah?
Commercial banks are required to keep the percent of
Hmm.
the deposits. That's
Deposits with the central bank. That is what you mean by custodian of cash reserve. Okay, second point, Aparna.
Ma'am, lender of last resort.
Lender of last resort. Elvina, can you tell me what do you mean by lender of last resort?
As some banks try to they aren't able to get enough money, so they will give so they will approach the Reserve Bank of India.
Yeah, they sometimes what happens with the commercial banks, they find it difficult to arrange the finance. So if they so that time they can approach other commercial banks, even the people. But even then, if they are not able to arrange that, then they can approach as a last step, as a last resort. They can approach the central bank. That is why we call central bank as a lender of last resort. One more point I told you. What is that?
As a clearing house.
As a clearing house, because if the commercial banks, if they wanted to transfer the payments, central bank act as a clearing house. So these are the few points we discussed now. This is bankers bank. It comes, all these 3 points, it comes under bankers bank. Now one more point is there in that supervisory function. Okay, supervisory functions in the sense you might have heard that RBI inspects the commercial banks, or they often come to the commercial banks and they check whether they are going or doing things smoothly or not, whether they are keeping the cash reserve ratio properly or not. All those things are checked by the Reserve Bank. That is why we say that it has some supervisory function also, or it always see that whether the commercial banks are functioning smoothly or not, or whether they are following all the rules and regulation. This will be checked by RBI. Okay, so that is what in the heading, the second part, that is the supervisory function. We just write now supervisor, as a supervisor. As a supervisor. As a supervisor. First, below that you can write a central bank supervises. A central bank supervises the functions of commercial banks. The central bank supervises the functioning of commercial banks. It makes rules. It makes rules. It makes rules regarding. It makes rules regarding licensing. Licensing. Management. Licensing, management, and branch, no need to write and, branch management, etc. Branch expansion. Just listen once more, I'll tell you. It makes rules regarding licensing, management, branch expansion, etc. It also undertakes periodic inspection of banks. Periodic inspection of banks. Periodic inspection of banks. Periodic inspection of banks. Now the last function. Okay, I told you now, not last function, in between one more is there. That is, this next function is custodian of foreign exchange. Okay, custodian means what? Custody, they keep in custody. Foreign exchange means what now? What do you mean by foreign exchange? The foreign currency, the whatever they earn through the foreign trade maybe, or whatever transactions are happening between the countries, the foreign exchange means the foreign currency and all the reserves. So here central bank is the custodian of foreign exchange reserves. So that is the fourth function you can see. Just write it down, custodian of foreign exchange. Custodian of foreign exchange. So central bank is considered as the custodian of the foreign exchange reserves. Don't write now, I'll tell you. Okay, central bank is considered as the custodian of foreign exchange reserves. All the foreign exchange reserve transactions, everything is routed through RBI. That is another function of RBI, that is they are considered as the custodian of foreign exchange reserves. Okay, right now you might have written the point custodian of foreign exchange. Below that you write central bank is the custodian of nations foreign exchange reserves. The fifth point is controller of, after that you can write credit. The fifth point is controller of credit or money supply. This is the fifth function of central bank or RBI. Now first listen to me, okay? So sometimes there is a situation that the central bank should control the supply of money in the economy. Okay, or you can say that this is the primary function of central bank. Okay, what is the primary function here? They have to control the supply of money. Okay, now there are economic fluctuations in the economy. What do you mean by economic fluctuations? Have you heard about economic fluctuations? What do you mean by that? Anyone? Economic fluctuation. What do you mean by that? Nobody knows. I should call out? Tomlin, what do you mean by economic fluctuation?
Ma'am,
Fluctuations in the economy. What do you call for that situation? Some fluctuations happen. There are two situations mainly we discuss when we talk about economic fluctuation. What is that? Related to money, price. What is that? Related to price, think of. When the price is rising, what do you call for that situation?
ma'am,
Yeah, tell. Tomlin, you are correct. You can tell. Sharath, do you know? Don't write it down. Inflation. Okay, what is the opposite of inflation now? Aishwarya. What is the opposite of inflation? Aishwarya, do you know?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Who remembers now? Ashish, do you know? Opposite of inflation, what is that?
Deflation.
Deflation. Okay, so here controller of credit or money supply, it is mainly we are talking about how to control the economic fluctuation. Okay, now here think of inflation. What is the situation now? When we say inflation, what do you mean by that? Anyone? What do you mean by inflation? Karthik, what will happen in that?
Ma'am, prices will rise.
The prices will rise. Always you can see there is a rise in the price. Can you tell why the prices are rising? Is there any reason? What is the reason? Karthik, can you tell why the prices are rising? No.
No,
Aparna?
Ma'am, is it because the demand is increasing?
Okay, demand is increasing. So, it will lead to what? Increase in prices. Okay. That situation we can tell. Now, demand is increasing, increase in prices. This, what relation it has with money supply? When the people will demand? When the people are demanding more related to money supply, what will be it? How it will be? Yes. Once more I will write. Inflation means rising prices. Now, what is the reason for rising prices? That is increase in demand. Okay, demand is increasing. Now, what about the money supply? How it will be? During inflation time, what will happen to the money supply? Tell. Yes? Nobody knows. Money supply will be more or less. Someone please respond. Anila, how will be money supply? It will be more or less?
Less.
It will be less. See, when just think the relation properly. When we start demanding more things, when are we demanding more things? If we have less money with us, will we demand more? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. So when we are thinking of rising in prices because of increase in demand, this shows that there are more money supply in the economy. Okay? So keep it in your mind, during inflation, more money supply is there. Because of more money supply only, we are demanding more. When we start demanding more, prices increase. Even though price increase, we are ready to give money because we have more money supply in the economy. That is the situation you can see during inflation. Got it everyone? Understood everyone? See. Tomlin, got it? What I said?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you understood? What did you get? Or when I said regarding inflation, what do you understood?
Ma'am, demand and supply.
Why the demand is increasing?
Ma'am, prices become less.
The price increases because of that.
No, when price decreases, demand.
Is it that? Aparna, can you tell?
Ma'am,
Listen, okay, others, I want everyone to keep this in your mind because then only the remaining points when I am telling, it will go inside. So, just what is the situation of this inflation?
ma'am, inflation is occurring because there is more demand.
There is more demand. Okay, why there is more demand? Why there is more demand? What is the reason?
Ma'am, because that there is need for that particular product.
Why there is more? See,
More supply of
more
money.
what supply? More supply of money. Because I have more money with me, then only I can demand. Simply I cannot demand, right? Demand in the sense it's not, in economics when we say demand, I want that will not come under demand. I should buy that. I should have the power of buying. Then only that becomes a demand for me. Okay. So here money, more money supply results into what? More demand. More demand results in what? More price. I mean increase in prices. That situation we call it as inflation. Okay. Now, what do you mean by deflation now? Karthik, can you tell? Deflation. What is the situation?
Reduce in prices.
Reduction in prices. Then
Reduction in money supply.
reduced money supply. Money supply. Then reduced demand. Okay. So why there is reduced demand? Because money supply is less, or I don't have that much money with me, so I can't demand more. So what will happen when I am not buying more things from the market? They will reduce the prices. The producers will reduce the prices. Okay. So these two situations. Now inflation. Now what you have to keep it in your mind, the relation of inflation and deflation with money supply. Inflation, do we have more money supply or less money supply? Yes. During inflation, the money supply is more or less?
More.
It is more. That much more money supply should not be there. Okay. Now deflation, what happens? Money supply is less. So inflation and deflation, you understand mainly the relation money supply. How is the supply of money in the economy? That please understand that. Okay, whether it is more or whether it is less. So during deflation, you can see that money supply will be less, and inflation, more money supply will be there. Okay. So this point first you should understand, then only we can understand how central bank is controlling the credit or central bank is controlling the money supply. Okay. Now central bank has some methods through which they can control the money supply. So before that you can just write it down the point. I hope you have written the fifth point, controller of credit or money supply. Below that just write the points. The principal function of central bank. The principal function of a central bank is to control the principal function of a central bank is to control the supply of credit in the economy. The supply of credit in the economy. Continue. Continue in the sense next sentence, okay? Due to economic fluctuations, RBI control money supply and credit in the best interest of the economy. Economic fluctuations means Economic fluctuations means economic fluctuation means the situation of inflation and deflation. The situation of inflation and deflation. Okay. Now, under this fifth function, under this fifth function, there are few more ways through which the central bank control the money supply. In that, first one is open market operation. You can write it as A or anything like that. Okay, open market operations. This is the first method through which, or this is one method through which the central bank control the money supply. Okay. Now, in this, what do you mean by, first listen, then only write. Okay, what do you mean by this open market operation? It is actually the buying and selling of government securities. Government securities, or some, you just understand that some valuable papers. Okay, government securities are there that will be bought by the central bank mainly to control the money supply. Now, listen once more. What do you mean by open market operation? It refers to buying and selling of government securities. Who will buy or sell that? Central bank in the open market. That is what you mean by the definition or meaning of this. What do you mean by this open market operation? Okay, what is that? Listen once more. Or can anyone say? Sharath, can you say? What did I say now? What do you mean by open market operation? Can't hear. Buying and selling of government securities in the open market. Who buys and sells here? Central Bank or RBI. Okay, so that is the first function of this first function of central bank to control the money supply. Now, think of a situation. I told that it is mainly to control the money supply. Now, think of inflation. Inflation, what will happen to the money supply, Ashish? Inflation, what will happen to the money supply? More money will be there, or less money? Yeah. Money supply will increase. So keep it in your mind. During inflation, currency or money will be more in the economy. So what the central bank should do? They should buy or sell the securities. Think. Open market operation means what? They are buying and selling. Who is buying and selling? Central bank is buying and selling the government securities in the market. Now, during inflation, we have more money supply. So, what the central bank should do, whether they should buy the government security or they should sell the government security. Anyone? Please don't be quiet like this. They will
buy the government securities.
They will buy the government securities. No, what happens? Okay, you said buy the government securities. When you buy the government security, what will happen? What the RBI should do? When you buy something, what will happen? You are giving money to them. That means you are pumping money into the economy. So money supply will increase or decrease? Increase. What is the central bank's aim now during inflation? We have to increase or decrease? You have to decrease. Okay. Okay. Now listen once more. I'll tell you. Karthik, where are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. During inflation, money supply is more or less?
More.
It is more. Everyone understood that, right? Now during inflation, whether how the or what the central bank should do, whether they should buy the security or sell the security.
Sell.
Sell the security. What after selling, what happens?
They get the money.
In the sense, when they sell the security, for example, maybe I am having a book with me. So this is a security like you take. People are having money. You people are having money. So when I give this book to you for money, your money is coming to my hand. So money supply is reduced in your hand. That is what the central bank should do. Central bank has securities. These securities are sold in the market. When they sell this, money comes in the hands of central bank. So this is what they do during the inflation. Okay. Now during the deflation, what they do? Grishma.
They buy securities.
They buy securities because they should pump money into the economy. When they buy securities, they are taking the thing and they are supplying money into the economy. Okay, so this is one method through which central bank control money supply. What is the name of that method? Yes.
Open market operation.
Open market operation. What do you mean by open market operation, Amal Raj? Amal Raj, what do you mean by open market operation?
I'm buying or selling the government securities.
Very good, very good. Buying and selling of government securities in the open market. Okay, then you can, yeah, I hope you have written A, open market operation. Write the point now. Write the point. Open market operations refers to the buying and selling of government securities by the central bank in the open market. So you can write now what will happen in the inflation, during inflation and during deflation. You can write if central bank wants to control money supply during inflation, what they will do? They will sell the securities. Just write in your own way. You can write, if the central bank wants to control the money supply during inflation, they can sell the securities. The same way, if the central bank wants to control the money supply, control in the sense money supply is control, it doesn't mean that only reducing. Okay, control the money supply or to increase the money supply during the deflation, they will buy the securities. If central bank wants to increase the money supply, the RBI will they will buy the securities. This will increase money supply. You write it in your own words. What will happen? So this is one method. Next method, that is cash reserve ratio. Second method is cash reserve ratio. Cash reserve ratio. What do you mean by cash reserve ratio? Anyone? Anyone? Cash reserve ratio. What is that? Nobody knows? What is cash reserve ratio?
It refers to the percentage of deposits with a bank must keep as cash reserve with central bank.
It is the percentage of a deposit which the commercial bank has that is to be kept with the RBI or with the central bank. Okay. So we got once more listen. It is that percentage of the deposit which the commercial bank has that has to be kept with whom? Kept with whom?
Central
Say.
bank.
Central bank. Okay. So here cash reserve ratio, in the sense the commercial banks, they have to keep a percentage of their deposits with RBI. Now during the deflation, think we have to control the money supply, or during the deflation we have to increase the money supply. So deflation, you know that there is a percentage actually, maybe it will be 10% of the deposit to be kept with the RBI. Okay, so during inflation, what they will do with this percentage? The central bank should control the money supply. What they will do?
They will increase the
They will
percentage.
increase this to maybe 15% or 20%. When you are increasing, more money is to be kept with the central bank. So what will happen? Okay, more money is keeping. So what is the effect of it? What do they do with the remaining money? Commercial banks?
Give loan.
They give loan. They give it as loans. Now what happens? That loans, how much amount they are giving as loans, that is reduced. So that much money creation will be less. You know how money creation is happening. Because once one deposit is there, you keep the cash reserve, remaining it is given as loans. So before it was 10%, now it is increased to 15%. That means more money they have to keep it with the central bank and less money is available for loans. So we can control the money supply. Okay. Now during deflation, what happens? What they will do? What the central bank will do? Yeah, this may be reduced to 5% or 6% like that. So now the commercial banks can have more money to give as loans and more money supply will be there in the economy. So second method is that increasing or decreasing the cash reserve ratio will be helpful in controlling or increasing the money supply. Okay, once more, what do you mean by cash reserve ratio, Sharath?
RBI controlling the cash reserve ratio of commercial banks.
What do you mean by cash reserve ratio? What is that?
Minimum amount that the bank must.
It is not minimum amount, it is a percentage of money, percentage of deposit, what the commercial bank gets, that percentage, some percentage they have to keep it with the central bank. That is what cash reserve ratio. During inflation, what they will do with this cash reserve ratio? Ashish? During inflation, what they will do with this cash reserve ratio? Will they increase or will they reduce? Ashish?
Reduce.
They will increase. Okay, cash reserve ratio, if it is for 10%, they will increase to 15%. So more money with whom now? With central bank. Less money with commercial bank. So their power to create loan will be reduced. Okay, keep it in your mind. Don't forget. Don't get confused also. Okay, now below this cash reserve ratio, please write the points, everyone. First point. CRR refers to that percentage of deposits. CRR refers to that percentage of deposits with commercial banks, that percentage of deposits with the commercial banks comma, which these banks are legally required to keep, which these banks are legally required to keep as reserve with the central bank, as reserve with the central bank. Okay, now you can write in your own words what will happen when they increase the cash reserve ratio, what will happen when they reduce the cash reserve ratio. What you will write, Karthik? Just tell me.
During inflation, cash reserve ratio will increase.
Will be?
Increased.
Increased to control the money supply. Okay, right? During inflation, the cash reserve ratio will be increased to control the money supply. That means more money the commercial banks, they have to keep it with the RBI. So they don't have much money to give as loans. Tomlin, can you tell what happens during deflation?
Cash reserve ratio reduces.
Reduced to increase the
Loan.
money supply. You write as money supply. We are talking about money supply. Okay. So during deflation, cash reserve ratio is reduced to increase the money supply. To increase the money supply. Next one is statutory liquidity ratio. Next method is statutory liquidity ratio. Now, this ratio or this reserve, this is also a kind of reserve that they keep it with themselves. That they keep it with themselves in the sense commercial bank, they need to keep reserve with themselves. A percentage of deposit, whatever they are receiving, that they have to keep it with themselves. Listen once more. Reserve ratio, cash reserve ratio is what? A percentage of deposit that they have to keep it with RBI. Okay. Now statutory liquidity ratio is what? A percentage of deposit that they have to keep it with themselves. Got it? So some reserve, they will keep it with the bank themselves. That is what you mean by statutory liquidity ratio. Now these two together, we call it as legal reserve ratio. Okay, this you should know. So when you are doing that sum, you have done as LRR. Okay, what is this LRR? This LRR includes both these, cash reserve ratio and the statutory liquidity ratio. Got it, everyone? Now what is statutory liquidity ratio? Once more, can anyone say? Just simple words. Tell. Aishwarya, can you tell? What is that?
It's the percentage of money that the commercial banks have to give with themselves.
Percentage of deposit. Always percentage of deposit. Okay. So just write the first point. SLR refer to SLR refers to the percentage of deposits with commercial banks. SLR refers to the percentage of deposit with commercial banks. Comma, which these banks are legally required to keep, which these banks are legally required to keep in the form of, which these banks are legally required to keep in the form of specified liquid assets as reserves, specified liquid assets as reserve with themselves, with themselves. Once more I'll tell, SLR refers to the percentage of deposits with the commercial banks, comma, which these banks are legally required to keep in the form of specified liquid assets as reserves with themselves. Okay, the same way, if SLR is 20%, during the time of inflation, what they will do? Hannah? During the time of inflation, what they will do? Hannah? SLR, what they will do? They will increase or decrease? First, they will decrease. No, they will increase because they want to control. Okay, Elvina, what will happen during the inflation? SLR, they will increase. Okay, if it is increasing, what will happen? For example, if it is 20%, they will increase to 25%, so or 30%. What does it mean? What does it mean, Elvina? More reserves?
They will have more reserves of the percentage of deposit in the with their commercial.
More reserves they will keep it with themselves. That means their loan creation capacity reduced. So money supply to the economy reduced. They wanted to control. The same way during deflation, what happens? Karthik, during deflation, what happens?
Money supply decreases.
Money supply decreases how? What they will do with the SLR?
They will increase. No, decrease.
They will decrease the SLR so that money supply will be increased. Okay, so this is how they control the money supply, or these are the different methods through which they control the money supply. More methods are there that I will discuss later. Okay, just I am calling out the names. Aditya, present or absent? Yes, present. Anila?
Present, ma'am.
Anjo? Aparna?
Present, ma'am.
Atul Krishna? Absent. Basil? Basil comes and goes. Visitor. Where is he? Femina?
Present.
Hannah?
Present.
Karthik? Irfan? Irfan went? Oh. Pavitra? Absent. Pavitra, previous period also she was absent, right? Yes. Sharath?
Yes, ma'am.
Sharath, Shubham?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You came now only or what? Hadi? Absent. Tomlin? Present.
Ma'am, present.
Yes. Aishwarya?
Present, ma'am.
Present. Amal? Absent. Then Amal Raj?
Yes, ma'am.
Then Ashish? Present. Grishma? Present. Then Elvina? Present. Sneha absent also. Absent. Okay, then bye everyone. Thank you. Okay, bye.